can be harsh or critical at times. Somebody who maybe has said things that have hurt you, or you have maybe said things that have hurt other people, or who have been harsh and critical. Maybe somebody spends far too much time in their thoughts and over analyzing situations. But being able to sit back, wait, have faith, and believe that things are going to pay off for you. Because that's always a part of the harvest. It's always, you gotta plant the seeds, you water them, you nurture them, you grow them, you care for them, and then you gotta wait for the harvest to come in. And you gotta have faith and belief that it's going to come in. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be able to put in all that work that whole time to have that harvest. Because if you're not believing in something, you don't put in the work, basically, and maybe somebody's been putting in a lot of work, and you need to start to believe that they wouldn't be putting in that work if they didn't want this in a way, Maybe the need to express your truth, to stand your ground, to set healthy boundaries might be there as well. Maybe needing to analyze your thoughts and your behaviors and go within to understand exactly why you're reacting the way you are to certain situations, so that you can react more from a place of love as well. Hummingbird, 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. So you might have multiple options as well. I was kind of thinking that earlier with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles coming out, that there may actually be 2 different people in your life as well. And you might be trying to decide which one is worth putting the effort towards, but you really know deep down where the true value lies. And maybe it's even somebody in your past who maybe betrayed you, who lied, who walked away from you, who thought that there was better out there, and maybe they might be coming back now at this point trying to have this new beginning with you, and you might not be trusting that so much. Whatever your intuition is telling you, go with that. Honor how you feel. Honor what your heart wants and accept what your heart wants. And maybe you might be having an issue with self-worth and knowing that you deserve to have peace and harmony in your life. You might be facing a lot of things that really are causing a lot of anxieties, or making you feel unsure of where you should place your emotions, unsure of whether or not you want to delve into your emotions, unsure of whether or not you're good enough. It may be causing you to want to run away from a situation as well. And if you're going to move away from a situation, that's fine, but you should move away from a situation in a state of peace and balance, knowing that you're leaving for your highest good. And because you're leaving behind any kind of emotional waters, and you're moving to a stable water, a more stable place emotionally, and that's why you're doing this. And not from a place of feeling like you aren't good enough, or feeling like you need to run away because it's too hard to face, or because there's too many emotions involved, or because it's causing you to feel things that may be uncomfortable. Use this as a time to learn and to grow, instead of feeling like it's somehow your fault. I don't know why I needed to say that, but it just felt like the thing to say right now. I'm going to pull out a couple extra cards for this pile as well. And we got the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, which is funny because this goes back to the first reading. I don't know, maybe all 3 are connected. Anyway, the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So maybe you've strategized, or you're strategizing this move away from anything that's no longer serving you, any illusions that may have been present. Somebody might have been there that you really thought was amazing, and they just really turned out to be not very good for your life. forgive yourself for moving away from this situation, really, but remember to analyze this situation and understand exactly why you brought this situation into your life. You're having a lot of new growth right now, and a lot of new thoughts, a lot of new ideas entering your life, a lot of new passion and desire to go after something, to really put in the hard work to bring in some kind of abundance for the hard work you're putting in as well. And knowing that hard work will bring in the abundance when you're going after what you truly want. There may also be some communication getting ready to come into you. Communication from someone else who maybe has been able to leave behind whatever options they may have been looking at, where they were thinking that there was something greener on the other side possibly, and now they're ready to move away from that because they realized that they really were just lying to themselves, and this was just really this illusion. They were going after something because they didn't feel good enough to go after what they really wanted, so they went after something that was just not something that was good for them. But now they're having these new thoughts and ideas which are just really bringing in this abundance for them. And the Emperor. Somebody may have been trying to control a situation and really needs to learn how to release that control as well. But somebody is coming into this solid, stable, grounded, reliable energy. Somebody, I think, is really putting in a lot of work to be able to mature, to be able to come to a state of being where they are protecting all those around them and doing the right thing for everyone around them in every situation. Coming into this place of integrity, having a lot of new growth and a lot of new movement forward instead of running away or moving back or feeling like they aren't good enough. They are now feeling solid, stable, strong, and grounded. Feeling like this is a situation that could be something strong and stable, long-lasting. This was a really confusing one. I do got this hummingbird left to read here. Seems like there's a lot going on in your situation, so bravo for however you're handling it. And apparently you're here listening to these readings and trying to grow and trying to learn from the situation and move forward. So good on you anyway, just for being here. Hummingbird. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritual, resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. The sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. And maybe you're somebody who really has all this abundance and beauty and fertility around you, and maybe you attract in a lot of these negative energies that are just feeding off of it. And if you are connected to the first and second pile, then you may be coming to a state of healing to where you are able to accept in that loving energy now instead of all the other crap. Anyway, I think that's all I have for this pile. This was a really long one and kind of confusing, so I really hope that it helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.